Everybody's talking about AI in the SOC, but the real question is, how does it actually investigate an alert? Dropzone's AI follows a proven investigation framework called OSCAR. Obtain information, strategize, collect evidence, analyze, and report. Here, I'm going to show you how it works using the action graph in the Dropzone AI SOC analyst. First, we need to obtain information. This is where an alert comes in. In this case, it's a CrowdStrike detection for a suspicious process. Dropzone immediately orients itself. It knows, what is this alert? What system did it come from? What host and user are involved? And what indicators matter? Next is the strategize stage. And this is where the AI magic really shows up. Dropzone forms an initial hypothesis. Could this be malicious, or is it likely benign? And then turns those hypotheses into a concrete investigation plan. In the UI, that plan shows up as investigative threads here. Each thread is a key question the AI needs to answer to prove or disprove what's happening. Let's open one thread. Here, the question is, what evidence suggests that the process tree is malicious or suspicious? That single question drives everything that happens next. Dropzone executes the plan by running a set of targeted inquiries, pulling the specific logs and context it needs from the tools in your environment, plus external intelligence sources. You'll see it querying things like threat intel, endpoint telemetry, SIEM data, and, when needed, safe analysis environments for suspicious infrastructure. The key point is that it's actively gathering the missing context a human would go chase down. Once the evidence is collected, Dropzone then moves on to the analysis stage. It evaluates the collected evidence against the original hypotheses. It correlates what it found, checks for inconsistencies, looks for indicators that support malicious behavior versus normal activity, and then reaches a defensible conclusion. Finally, we see that Dropzone writes the investigation report, the executive summary, what it found, why it reached that conclusion, and what you should do next. And if you've enabled automated response actions, it can execute those after the conclusion is reached. One last thing that matters a lot for AI SOC technology, that's transparency. Everything Dropzone does is logged. You can click into any thread, see the reasoning, and even inspect the raw evidence behind specific findings. It's explainable, not a black box. And that's the core of how AI works. It's OSCAR, end to end, every alert, every time.